We recently had some new births in the neighborhood. A family of mockingbirds had built a new nest. And there were 4 little baby birds. Very hungry, very noisy little birds. The babies were close to leaving the nest at this point. However, at this time, they were still totally dependent on the adults for food. It was great watching the birds while they were still in the nest. Here you see Mom feeding them, or at least teaching them what food is. They're a really vocal little group. I researched these birds a little bit with National Audubon. Normally there's 5 of them in the nest. This time there appears there were only 4. Gives a whole new meaning to looking up to Mom. National Audubon says these are beautiful singing birds. I'd have to agree. It at least appears the babies haven't had their choir lessons yet. I'm sure more practice will help. You can see they already have a lot of their plumage. Is it possible to be so ugly you're cute? Here you see Mom cleaning the nest. And giving me a rough time. At this point, the babies still require pretty well constant attention. Here you see one of the adults feeding them again. And giving me a rough time. They really didn't approve of me being there very much, but they were kind of tolerant. Although they did tend to attack the cameras. The adults keep a close eye out on the babies below. The adults were there almost constantly, showing the babies attention. If they weren't finding food or patrolling guard duty, they were there with the birds. But all this was about to change. When we got up the next day, we found that the baby birds had left the nest and moved throughout the bush. It was their first day out in the real world. They say for every creature, for everything, there is a first time. Everything for these babies is for the first time. All across Florida, at the end of April, I think you'll find little baby birds like this in almost every bush around you. But you have to look close, they're well hidden. While it was a lot of fun watching the babies going out into the world. It was kind of sad, too, because at the same time, it means they won't be around us much longer. Sadly, of course, several of these came to a bad end that I don't want to go into right now. But in the big scheme of things, many of them will live, and you'll see many a mockingbird outside your door. They're going to be adults and go off to have nests of their own. That's what makes the world go round. Thank you for joining us. Have a nice day.